The art curator of the Louvre said that he had a gut feeling that it was stolen so that thieves would attempt to copy it. But he wasn't going to let that fly, or even like return a copy and hold on to the original.
Okay.
But he would not let that fly because, quote, I studied the picture for years, mounted and unmounted. I know every minor detail of it, and I would recognize a copy, however perfect, after 5 minutes observation.
Amazing.
Okay, so that's a quote. So obviously quite cocky about his painting analysis skills.
Clearly.
But it's actually true because he was an expert as the curator of the Louvre. He knew a lot about what's called craquelure, which is the tiny little cracks and fissures that form over time as an oil painting ages. The Mona Lisa up close is quite cracked, like it's covered in sort of checking and cracking, and that becomes something of a DNA signature or a fingerprint for a painting because that's virtually impossible to duplicate.
Right.
You can duplicate the cracking, but to match
not in
the
all the
exact
right
cracking,
places.
Yeah, exactly. It's just gonna be impossible. So naturally, lots of odd theories and false accusations are flying all around. One claimed that J.P. Morgan, the American banker, had the picture stolen so that he could keep it in his private collection.
Shut up.
Yeah. A renowned poet by the name of Guillaume Apollinaire became a suspect. He was forgive my French accent, by the way.
No, I think it's great.
I'm kind of cocky about it, but I know it's terrible.
It's not terrible.
So Apollinaire was one of the rare folks who apparently was not a fan of the painting and at one point had joked about burning the Louvre down. But he was kind of a sort of counterculture poet,
Right.
bohemian, just in the
almost like a comic.
Sure, yeah, and he was well known. He was something of a celebrity in French sort of artistic culture at the time. Apollinaire's trail led to a shocking second suspect, Pablo Picasso.
What?
Yes, isn't this wild? They thought that Picasso might have stolen the Mona Lisa.
Shut up. For what?
Well, the link between Apollinaire and Picasso was this shady buddy that they had who had stolen Iberian busts for them from the Louvre. Like they did have stolen property from the Louvre.
Wait,
yes.
Why? Because they wanted to learn to copy them, or just because they thought it was like funny and they were a bunch of crazy drunks?
I don't know the truth of that answer, but I do know that.
How could you not know?
Well, Picasso did also paint one of the busts. So it was for artistic reasons, presumably, but like also why a stolen thing? Anyway, it's so badass that Picasso had a stolen bust from the Louvre.
It really is. It makes me like him more.
Police investigated them. And this is where that guilty thing gets in because I read a thing about how they were questioned and Picasso was so terrified and overwhelmed with fear that he was sobbing and
that would be me.
Yeah,
that would be you.
Yeah. And acting so guilty that they were just like, you couldn't have done this. You're too much of a wimp. You don't have the sort of like fortitude to pull something like this off. But it is a wild connection. Anyway, after considerable questioning, both Apollinaire and Pablo Picasso were let go. And they were not suspects any longer.